Welcome to Project Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we're starting in the hangar deck of the Scar Raider simply because it's very hot outside. It's even hotter than it was before because what I've done is I've moved the Scar Raider up alongside where the Rados service platforms that we're going to be taking down in this part. What I want to do is move up to another one and see if we can get inside without damaging too many doors so that we can keep the temperature cool inside. And if we can, hopefully, if we can get through that POI and find the core, we should be able to do then is core it and then loot the loot boxes out from relative safety. And if that works and we know where the core's in a relatively easy position, what we can do is go back and take out this first one. And of course, we've got another one next to it. And then we've also got a Foundry I want to look at. And I wouldn't mind swinging across and looking at these this supply pads as well that are tucked in there. Now, something else I've been doing is off camera. I had a couple of hours to kill. So what I did was I went out and I picked up a few of the resources which are knocking around. You can see I've now got I picked up a couple of magnesium, some of the promethium I've picked up, but for some reason I think there's this bug where unless you get the whole lot out, it still says 100%. So there are a couple on here. I think there's one here. It says done. And I've also got a big chunk of zirconium as well, because ideally what I'd like to do is get as much of the resources, except for maybe the gold, before we leave, so that I've got enough to be carrying on with. But before we go out and do that, Snafu asked a question about the repair bay. Could you put it on the roof? I think there's no reason why you can't. The only reason I can think of is that this is quite expensive to build a tier 2 repair bay, and it's only got 500 hit points, and so is the terminal repair console here. That would make them a bit vulnerable, even when you're shielding, to blast through effects from area effect weapons. So I think the convention is kind of built up over time to have the repair bay inside the hangar, but there is absolutely no reason why you couldn't have one on top. He also asked about whether you could actually connect these up to the main storage, but as far as I know, you can't do that. But it'd be really great if you could. And one thing that did occur to me, because of course this repair bay was a change back in one of the alpha versions. When the repair bays first came out, you had to put the resources directly into the actual bay in the floor, which always made life a little bit awkward. But it'd be really great if you couldn't put a link in like that. If you could make this so that you could put maybe containers around with an extended storage, and the fact that they're in connection, this would act as a store, which would then give you direct access that way. I think that would be quite a nice change as well. Now, the other thing is that somebody mentioned, apologies, I can't remember the name of the person who actually posted the comment now. They said that the Ravian is planning on getting the update for Project Eden out sometime in March. So we're starting to move against a little bit of a deadline. As soon as Ravian releases the new version of Project Eden, or preferably Reforged Eden, into anywhere that we can actually play it, we'll be stopping this series and starting over again. Now, this is the base that we were taking down in the last part, and you can see the towers on each corner, which we took out in the last part with quite a lot of ammunition. This is the one we're going to head for this time. I mean, it's still level 6, and what I'm hoping is that we can get in fairly close. And just park on top here and just turn the thrusters off. What I'd like to do, can't stand here too much. Oh. Yeah, so in the last one I blew this door open when it was totally unnecessary. As long as we don't open a door to the outside, We'll be fine. In theory. In very, very great theory. We'll start putting this stuff in straight away. Put this in the fridge. Get rid of this. I thought it'd be quite in keeping to bring the incendiary grenade launcher with us as well. This one we've got to blow open. So back here. Just one shot at that. Wow. Pretty good. Right, that's the one that goes down. We're going to follow the path that I've followed in the last part. So we are going to use a little bit of extreme prejudice here. So we've got a double outside door, which we can use when we're... I'm not going to worry, say that what I would like to do is loot these all down using the core. I think to be able to deal with the heat, you probably need to do it. Although technically, I suppose I could pick some of this stuff up like this. Oops, I don't know. Put that back. Although to be honest, I don't really need a lot of this stuff. I don't know. Good guy. Hear those spiders again. If we stand back there. Got him. Dear guys. Ah, no. Hate miniguns. Okay, I can do that. And I did more damage to myself than anything else. Certainly take that. Eat that. Okay, got you. How are we off for temperature? We're good for temperature at the moment. We've got loads and loads of health kits. Let me just pick up to here. Nobody hidden in the corners. What I will do is empty this out. Because these power cells, I'm pretty sure we can't get access to these using the core. So these, what they're called, fuel tanks, I call them. Oops, this one's already empty. And we'll work up this side. Keep working in the room, as they say. Oh, I didn't. Oh no, I caught the power thing by accident. Right, we've got another door there. We take up a fire position here. I want to use up the rest of this assault rifle, and then I can put it away and get another one. the normal weapon. Hello. Okay, just empty out you. And we'll pick up you. Got some explosives, that's nice. Matrices. Make sure this room is empty. So this goes down, so we're going to go up first. Just clear this room. Actually, I'm going to stop. I don't want to fill the SV up with junk. Yes, I have to. Just do a reload. I'm going to go up first just to see what the heating situation is up here. We've got this room here. I don't think I actually went into this room. I think we found the spiders. And there's nothing in here at all. Okay. I'm just going to drop down. Anybody else? Just do another bandage. Not like I'm short. I've got a shortage of them. Got him. It's just poisonous bite, health 125. I think we're want to use up some of these Valons as well. Put that in the fridge. Put the overflow into there. So far we haven't needed the water, which is good. I think we're going to just reduce the amount of water we're carrying. And oh, I thought there was another layer here. I'm sure last time there was a... Yeah, this is the room that I blasted into by accident last time. And that's what kind of gave me with a bit of a problem with the heat. Because once I opened up all the other doors, the heat flowed down through the building. I would take that back the way it was. So this is just an open door here. Cleared all through here. So what we got to do now is go down and see if we can find the way down. Sorry about this. There it is there. Let's take a quick look and see what's actually down here. And we've got loads of turrets and other stuff down here. Do a reload. I think we'll start with back in here. these guys. We can thin them down a little bit from here. Just want to keep the armor fully topped up. Chill. Right, we're just gonna... Right, we're gonna get across to there. Because that will give us the... Reload. We're okay for temperature at the moment. The mech was there. Combat walker. Gotta stop calling them mechs. Bit of health. Have I got any? I'll just use a couple of these up as well. That's that flaming robot-y thing, isn't it? Okay. Where are you? I didn't see you. You were hiding from me. So we could kind of sneak round the back of here. There's nothing around here. Got fuel tank there, T1. Okay. Nothing in here. Lots and lots of consoles. Lots and lots of small generators. Whoops. Void. And we're going down another level. Firing at me. Who was firing at me? Somebody else in his room somewhere. Right, I've found you. You are hiding from me. Go in here. Let's pop and shoot a couple of these. I've been meaning to use these up for a little while. I'm just going to pop over there, gone. Get health back up again. Didn't I walk straight under that just earlier on and it never fired at me? It was a bit sneaky. Just wondered whether there was a sensor up here that actually triggered that. Okay, let me just make sure we're fully loaded. Yeah, take another look. Okay, we've got mechs. We've got kind of a fire position there. nearly got me. A lot of concentrated firepower there. Get in and loot them. Get our health back up again. Could have used this, but I'm a little bit worried about it. I might kind of blow myself up. There's a turret corner there. Right, I think we found the core. Oops. Got a rare alien container here. Anything? Oh, look at that! Nearly missed that one. Some more health kits. Take that. There's a little bit of fuel in here, but anything? We got these guys, didn't we? Right, let's just have a good look round. I've got a feeling, didn't I blast through something like this on an upper floor somewhere? What we'll do is just work our way back up. Just check the whole building. We got this 50 degrees centigrade. I'm just a bit worried about whether that's the temperature starting to rise because I've taken the core off. So we need to kind of get up and put the core. I've got a core in my ship, as I have. Yeah. And I think we'll just very quickly drop a core here. Gives us control. That might also give us okay, we have a bit of a problem because the tier is way over the top. We've got so many cargo boxes. Right, what we're going to have to do is try and I think I've done some of these, haven't I? I mean, to be honest, this is all relatively low level stuff, so I'm not sure I would want to really loot all this out, but we'll grab a little bit on the way through. When the building is not blowing up actually, so that's good. What I'll do actually is try and do it a little bit quicker. You know, just salvage out computers. They're relatively useful. That says inventory. Put stuff directly into there. We'll eat the sandwich. Put this in the fridge. What we'll do is we'll lock directly to that. Right, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to loot through some of these on the way back to the surface, and what I'll do is I'll see you once I get back to the surface. Obviously this is not exactly that exciting. But guys, I've got back to here and I'm starting to wonder whether this is actually a different room, and I think it is actually, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, so I'm just going to go down here to that. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember coming down into here now, because I remember these two loot boxes here and blowing a hole in the door here. I knew I'd done this before. And we got some more basic resources. And then there's another loot box just tucked around the back here. Again, nothing particularly that special. Got tier 1 fuel tanks. And just to show you now, we've still got a lot of cargo boxes in here. What I'm going to do now is we're just going to kind of go through the remaining cargo boxes. And of course, most of these cargo boxes are actually on the outside. This is by far the easiest way to loot them. If I tried to go outside and do these manually, we would probably get cooked alive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go through and empty out all these, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've gone all the way through. This is basically a selection of what I've picked up. Now, based on what I've picked up, I don't really think it's worth going back and trying to loot out the one that I tried to do in the previous part, simply because I can't see any loot there that would justify kind of risk getting cooked. So I think what we're going to do now is we're just going to get back up to the top, and then we'll I'll probably destroy the core on the way through. Actually, no, we'll just leave the core in for the moment. I think I can afford to leave the core there. It's not expensive to make. We'll get, actually, come into, sorry. Come in back to main. What we will do is we've got a nice lot of oxygen here. So pull out the oxygen 6803. And we'll pull out what's left of the fuel. Actually, I can take the core now. And we're very quickly just cannot pick up electronics. Okay. What I want to do is just keep an eye on that temperature. The temperature's starting to rise now, so I think it's that having the power on that actually keeps everything cool. Jump straight into the ship. What we're going to do is Skype back to the SV, and just to finish this video off, I want to check out the supply pad. Actually, sorry, not the SV, the CV. We're just going to do an unload if I can find the scar. It should be back this way somewhere. Just about there. We don't need to actually dock. We can just hover above, and then we can do a straight to here. I'm just going to dump off the kind of base resources that I've been picking up. Get that there, that there, that there, that there, that, and that. Then we'll put in the oxygen that I pulled out. So we've got another 15 oxygen cells, and then we'll go to power cells. Of course, we've got to make sure that we don't carry too many of these around with us. So we got about 7 in there, and then all the rest of this I can. The rest of it I can unload. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to check out the pad here. What I will do is I will go through this one off camera, because I don't think it's that much of a challenge, to be honest. I'm just curious to see what... Wow, there's a whole load of boxes here. Okay. There's a spawn point in the center. Come down, kind of drop over the top of it like that. Actually, no, we'll stay so I can get in if I happen to fall out. We're going to get cooked, so we're going to... Oh, could be a problem, isn't it? Cool off. Land properly. Back a little bit. I'll land between two of these. I'm just going to jump out and take a very quick look round. So this is all basic resources. What I'm looking to see is if there's anything down. Right, we're 592 degrees Celsius at the moment. Okay. What we got? We're feeling hot. We can just... Would it be worth running around looting these service pads? Probably not. I'm getting a feeling it's just a flat base with a... Yeah, it's almost as like it's got hover jets on it. There's the... I'm wondering if is that the... I'm starting to think that might be the core. Just there. Oops. I think that might... Let me just... No, I think the core is tucked in just there. And let me just get back in. So if the core's relatively easy to get to, if we do that, and then I'll just get up here, just push myself in it. This is where you need an SV or a ship that you can kind of stand in. And if we can, yep. So this is the way to actually loot it. I'm in here, just put this back up. So what you do is you just... it's not going to let me, is it? So you'd have to kind of go through the link bit there. Use these up. Leave that there. So there's no point. Actually, we just jump up. And then we need to go to that way. That's what I need to do, isn't it? We'll just... Actually, you can go there. Well, what we'll do is we'll just take a quick look and see. Very cumbersome way to do it, but I don't think I'm going to waste your time, guys, doing this. But you could, if you really needed the resources, that's the way you could do it. But I think I've already got more than enough that I need for what I need to do, so I'm not going to waste my time doing that. And of course, just as a quick look, we're just going to take a look at the Foundry, see if there's any more exterior weapons. We can't. Looks like there's an entrance there. And see if there's any other entrances around, because this will be the focus of the next part, is getting into the actual Foundry. I'm assuming that the process will be the same as with the one we just done. We need to ensure that we don't destroy too many exterior doors. I'm not seeing any doors this way. Come up here. I'm not seeing... I know we're waking up a lot of the bug uglies, but there might be... There's some shutters there, and that actually looks very much like some furnaces. Now, if these are furnaces, and we could take this over and it would work, that could be fairly useful from the perspective of I've got stuff that I need to refine, so we could use some furnaces to do a bit of refining. That would be okay. Just gonna get in here and I'm gonna squish on the end here. That's where just going to run very quickly. Yeah, we can open the hangar door that way. What's on the other side will be something we're going to find out in the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.